HeroCon 2015, the first ever and the first of its kind in the Central Texas area. Hi there, GeekVengers. Little bit here. We're at HeroCon in Austin, Texas, and I'm standing here with the organizer, Christopher Metter. How's it going today, Chris?
So far, so good.
Why don't you tell everybody out there where the concept for putting on this event came from?
Well, I've been involved in cosplay for about 2 years now, and going to the shows, paying attention to what's going on, and I noticed Austin didn't really have a convention for like a Comic-Con and a Cosplayer Con. So I'm trying to mesh the two together. We're running panels all day long on all aspects of costuming, and so we're trying to create a situation for both. I mean, Austin has pop culture cons. They have anime cons. There wasn't a Comic-Con, so that's what we're trying to do.
This wasn't a huge event. Most first-year shows aren't. Despite that, it had everything that you look for in a show. Vendors, artists, fan groups, and of course, cosplay. In fact, all of the panels at the convention were focused on costume and effects creation. Beyond that, the whole attitude of the event was encouragement and acceptance for all who cosplay.
You don't have to be rich. You can make a costume out of anything. Some people make costumes out of stuff they just pull out of their closet. And so, and then some people contact me all the time to say, "Oh, I don't know, I'm kind of a bigger person. I don't really feel comfortable." I say to them, "Who cares? Find a character you're passionate about and make it your own. It doesn't have to be comic accurate. It doesn't have to be movie accurate. Just find it and enjoy it and have fun."
For those people out there that are either new to the Comic Con scene, new to the cosplay scene, thinking about whether or not they want to take the plunge into costuming, what kind of advice would you give them? For people who want to build new costumes, get into it.
Honestly, the advice I would give is don't be afraid. Go for it if you feel like you can do it. Cosplay is for everyone. It is a little time consuming, but as long as and expensive, you can't forget that part. But no matter what, you will be very proud of what you complete.
I would say that as well. I mean, if you love it, just do it. I mean, and at that last minute, it's like, oh, I can't do it, but just push it and look at the results.
There'll be times where you're just going to really think like, oh, my cosplay isn't good enough, but it's really not about that. It's not about the quality, what you're putting into. It's the matter that you're actually taking the time into your own fandom, saying like, hey, this is what I enjoy. It's all about having fun. That's the best thing that you can really do.
Everybody appreciates the fact that you're coming out here and doing the character that you love.
There was also some great advice from the Vixens.
Comfy shoes, high heels, honey, stilettos for 12 hours. Don't do it. No.
You do not want those blisters.
Oh, no.
Fun to fantastic, some of the costuming was unmatched.
Really, my husband and I just got in a conversation one day, and he goes, "You shave your head, I'll build the arm." And I went, "Okay, done."
So tell us, Gina, what has been the reaction since you've been here today to your costume?
A lot of positives of, mainly, whoa, that's so awesome, that's so cool. It's the best costume here, hands down, and everything. And a lot of people going, "Let me see your arm, I have to know how it's made."
So speaking of how it's made, what parts of your outfit did you make yourself? Did you commission parts?
Everything is homemade. I mean, I repurposed old clothes and stuff. But everything, we didn't do outside commissions or anything. We went to scrap metal yards and picked up pieces and old wires and all kinds of stuff. And my husband hand sculpted the belt buckle and a lot of the other freeform stuff for the costume, but we did everything ourselves.
Marcellus geeked out about the real-life cosplayers in attendance, the G Company Living History Detachment of the Texas Military Forces Museum.
We have a multitude of primary impressions. Impressions would be what cosplayers consider their costumes. We call them uniforms, and we do different time periods, such as War of 1812, American Civil War, Vietnam, World War II, anything basically in the last century. The vast majority of my uniform is original material. This shirt and these pants were actually manufactured in 1937.
The crowd seemed to enjoy the con, and the artists and vendors we spoke to were pleased with the turnout.
I like the little mixture that he's got here with the artists, and especially with all the cosplayers, since that's what it's based on. The reaction from the people has been very, very positive, and I see a lot of potential in doing a show like this. I mean, it's the first of its kind that I've ever been to. So, yeah, I like it an awful lot.
I'm walking around the halls. The vendors and the artists are really happy. I'm seeing money change hands. Everybody seems to be doing well. So, yeah, so far so good.
And it's always good to see some of the GeekVenger members who aren't local to San Antonio. Not only is Christopher a member, we also caught up with artist Oliver Banks out of Houston at the show. he explained some of his style.
I did, watch a lot of cartoons growing up. I do like the cell shading type style of different cartoons. It's just vibrant color, stylistic, very stylistic art. It's just something that I was drawn to, and I was so used to watching it. It's just something that came out naturally.
So it just flowed from you, much like the Force? Yes.
Overall, a great little event with a little bit of everything. We enjoyed it immensely, and we look forward to seeing how it grows in the future.
This is our first year. So far it's looking great. We hope to grow it every year and make this a serious event.